What is going on, everyone? Mets Talk with Hayden J here. What is going on, everyone? I hope we are all doing extremely well. We have the final 3 outs for the Atlanta Braves going into the bottom of the 9th inning. In Game 6 of the NLCS, the Atlanta Braves will have Will Smith on the bump to close this out. Can the Los Angeles Dodgers finish, or can the Los Angeles Dodgers stay alive? Or will the Atlanta Braves finish it here? But what's going on, everyone? Mets Talk with Hayden here. I hope we are all doing extremely well. Before we get started on the game, please, everyone, smash that like button. Turn on those post notifications. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, post notifications. Any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to drop them down below. And we will be watching the 9th inning of this game. Can the Los Angeles Dodgers keep things alive? They will have Chris Taylor leading off. Chris Taylor has had a nice postseason so far, and he is responsible for 1 hit in this game. So we will have Chris Taylor coming up, Cody Bellinger, and AJ Pollock. So let's get started with the first pitch from Will Smith to Chris Taylor. And that'll be, just a miss bunt attempt on the curveball right down the middle. That was missed. 0-1 count here from Will Smith to Chris Taylor. So as we see, Will Smith has had a quite amount of innings pitched in this season. 71 games so far. He has 37 and 43 in save opportunities. And obviously, this will be one of the biggest ones. He sets the pitch, and that pitch will be taken just in the dirt, but blocked at home plate. Slider in the dirt. So 1-1 pitch here coming to Chris Taylor. And that'll be taken way outside. That'll be ball 2. So 2-1 count here to Chris Taylor. We will see. Can the Dodgers try and work something up? Can you get a walk? This is what you like to. You're down by 2 runs. Obviously, you don't want to get on men on base and have the tying man come up to the dish. That would not be good for the Atlanta Braves. They obviously had a rough 6th inning. They were able to get out of it. And we will have to see, can they get out of this inning clean? And Chris Taylor will take that 2-2 count right down the middle. Fastball, 94 miles per hour. So let's see. Will this be the end of Chris Taylor's postseason for the 2021 postseason? Can he stay alive? We will have to see. Chris Taylor will fly that one off, 95 off the bat. But what's going on, everyone in the chat? I will get to all the comments once the game is over. I'll briefly say hello to everyone in the chat. If anyone commented any comments, questions, I will definitely be going over those. So 2-2 count here from Will Smith to Chris Taylor. He sets the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3, a fastball up and in, and that will sit down Chris Taylor. The Atlanta Braves are 2 outs away from making it to the World Series. Will they be able to face the Los Angeles Dodgers? Will they be able to face the Houston Astros, I mean? So coming up, we will have Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger obviously has 1 home run this postseason. Did not have the best season in the 2021 regular season. Everything from his long swing to, I guess, unfortunately, the elbow surgery. Overall, just rough season for Bellinger. This would be a splendid time to come back and send a message. And he will take that first pitch. He will lay that one off, and that'll be a fastball up and in on the left side. So we will see what will happen with Cody Bellinger. So 0-1 count here And he will take that one. Ooh, just below the plate. Not the best frame there. The umpire will not go for it, and that'll be a slider below the strike zone. 1-1 count here. We'll see. Bellinger, who's been nice with the bat, but we know, kind of like, be a table setter, get some walks, try and get the tying run on to the dish. He will take that, lay that one off. 2-1 count here. We see Will Smith is, mixing up his pitches pretty well. He's calm. He's, has that combination of the slider and fastball, kind of like another pitcher where us Mets fans are used to, and that is Edwin Diaz. So 2-1 count here from Will Smith to Cody Bellinger, and that ball will be hit, and that'll be fouled off 94 miles per hour. Nice fastball there. So we will see Braves fans are on their feet. 2-2 count here from Cody Bellinger to Will Smith. Let's see. Can Will Smith strike Bellinger out? He sets the pitch. That'll be taken high on the fastball, just a little bit above the strike zone. So full count here for Cody Bellinger. You would like to get a walk here. A walk would be your goal. You have a runner on first with A.J. Pollock on deck. So we will see, what can Cody Bellinger do here? Can he try and keep the Dodgers season alive with getting on base? That is what I think most Dodger fans would hope for right now at this moment. And he will take that, sets the pitch, and he will strike him out on a fastball down the middle. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are down to their final out of the season, and the season will rest on the hands of A.J. Pollock. The Atlanta Braves are 1 out away from going to the World Series to face the Houston Astros. This most likely will happen. This most likely will happen. Wow. So A.J. Pollock has a nice postseason so far, batting .324 with 2 home runs this postseason. So we will see, what can A.J. Pollock get done for this Dodgers team. And he will take that first pitch. Just below that will be a slider in almost the dirt. 83-mile-per-hour slider just below the strike zone. And obviously you have the renaissance of Albert Pujols on deck. Imagine he gets on and then Pujols just smashes one. That'd be sick. And Pollock will ground that one out to Dansby Swanson, and Dansby Swanson will throw to first base to Freddie Freeman to make the play, and the Atlanta Braves will be going to the World Series. Oh my. The Atlanta Braves will be going to the World Series to face the Houston Astros. Wow. Everyone storms out of the dugout. Albi, Soler, Freeman, d'Arnaud monster each other on the pitcher's mound. You have the Braves mascot. I don't know what his name is, but he's running around with the Braves flag. Oh my, the Atlanta Braves are going to the World Series to face the Houston Astros. The Atlanta Braves take this 4-2. A.J. Pollock grounds out. Great play by Dansby Swanson. Kind of symbolic there. Dansby Swanson was the first overall draft pick during the Braves rebuild, and he gets the final out to send them to the World Series. What a game. Great season for the Dodgers. They really put it up, but the Atlanta Braves will be going to the World Series for the first time since 1999. So we will see who will win the World Series, the Atlanta Braves or the Houston Astros. That is honestly a crazy matchup right there. That was a great game. I'll tell you this. I mean, obviously, the Dodgers, they really did have a good season. Really good season. It was unfortunate, pretty much, I think, who was it? Like Jed said, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, and Clayton Kershaw were out, and that really sucks to see because they are pretty much their good, solid core. Max Muncy had a great season. Justin Turner's been great. And then postseason, Clayton Kershaw. Say what you want, Kershaw's not great in the postseason, but he stepped up last year, and, you really would have had them. And I agree with you, Jim. They are their gem in the postseason. So obviously we got a lot of good stuff coming ahead. Braves win the series 4-2, as well as the Astros win their series 4-2. So seems like 4-2 is, I guess, a good combination for the championships this season. I'm repping the Atlanta Braves jersey today, and of course my Brooklyn Dodgers. I don't have a Los Angeles Dodgers hat, so Brooklyn Dodgers, it's good enough. But what's going on, everyone? I do appreciate everyone for tuning into the chat. Alyssa, DJ, Gio, Randolph, YouTube Productions, Kobe, Michael, Jed, of course, Mr. Cool, Robert, Mr. Brandon, John, Galapos, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this stream. Just wanted to come on here for the ninth inning. Looks great. Everyone's, getting into the National League pennant, shirts and sweatshirts. Freddie Freeman's getting interviewed. Good to see. In terms of the NLCS MVP, I imagine it's going to be Eddie Rosario. Let me go on Twitter, see if anything has been official. It's probably Eddie Rosario is my assumption. Possibly. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, it's probably Eddie Rosario who else would it be? Honestly, good for the Atlanta Braves. They really deserved it. Pretty much, who was it? Someone said it before. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, honestly, really, really crazy game. The Los Angeles Dodgers, unfortunately, made the typical, and they missed. The World Series was their end goal, and they unfortunately did not make it. There's always next year, as a famous Mets fan can say. It's always, always next year. But yeah, obviously, like Randolph said, it's even more surprising that the Braves made it this far without Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozuna, and Mike Soroka. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Randolph. That is honestly mind-boggling. And honestly, kudos to the Braves, the front office, and their executives. They needed an outfield. They called Kansas City. They got Soler. They called the Cubs. They got Jock Peterson. They called the Twins. They got Eddie Rosario, and look what it did for them. These guys were able to step up. This was a team that was playing below 500 ball during the All-Star break. We all know what happened in the NL East. We don't need to go over that. And they were able to take it. It was close final weeks of the regular season. And the Braves, they were able to make it. Their pitching really stepped up. Their pitching really stepped up. Ian Anderson started to bounce back. He came back from, their pitching staff really did have a lot of injuries. And then, obviously, and this is without Mike Soroka, a guy who only played in 2019 in like one game in 2020. Hopefully he could be good for them down the line. And of course, Acuna, sucks to see him out. He won't be able to play in the World Series. Kind of does suck to see. Maybe they could just give him an at bat. But I don't know. That does suck to see. And I mean, Ozuna is, So, honestly, really unfortunate to see out of that. Kobe says, do you think the Mets should go after Kyle Schwarber? That's pretty interesting. I know there's been talks about that. Personally, I'm going to say no, just because you have to look at Kyle Schwarber. Even if he does leave Boston, I don't see why he would want to come to the Mets. He's a guy who's going to play the outfield, and I think realistically the Mets have the outfield position locked down. Regardless if Michael Conforto walks or not, do you want Schwarber out there? Schwarber, for the most part, his defense is nothing to be obsessed about. I believe his OAA is a single number, so that's not too appetizing in my opinion. He's a power hitter, so the Mets do need power. But you got to look at that strikeout rate and the defense. Still questionable. Is Nimmo's defense going to be this good? I don't know. So we're going to see. But we got 17 people in the chat. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, as always, turn on those post notifications, hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them below. Otherwise, yeah, I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Look at any more comments, of course. So Mr. Coulson are the Mets fans, Astros fans in the World Series. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't really care who wins the World Series. I mean, everyone says, oh, NL East rival. To be honest, the Braves, they made it this far. They put up a really big fight. I wouldn't be really super upset if the Braves won it. Like Michael says, get Freddie Freeman a ring. Personally, I think Freddie Freeman should get a ring. I mean, he's in his early 30s, so gonna see. And then Kobe says the Eddie Rosario trade was definitely worth it. 100%. I mean, I believe he's the NLCS MVP. We're gonna have to see. John's not super happy about that. I feel ya. Mr. Brandon says, go Braves. Well, I was a Braves fan because of Josh Schmaltz from your hometown. Yeah, and obviously, Josh Schmaltz, I think, was the last time they were in the World Series, and they're back. And I believe he was announcing tonight's game. So hopefully you did enjoy that, Brandon, my man. Yeah, otherwise, as Galapos says, Astros and Braves, let's go. Yes, sir, that is going to be a great matchup. Braves are World Series bound. That is true. That is true. That is true. But yeah, otherwise, I really do appreciate everyone for tuning into the stream. We are going to go over any more final comments, questions, or concerns. We have 18 people in the chat. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Let's try to get to our, let's try to beat our high active streak of 21. Let's see if we can get there. That would be pretty awesome, pretty dope if we can get it tonight on a great night for, I guess, Braves fans. So we are going to have to see. Yeah, otherwise, I do appreciate everyone for tuning into tonight's stream. The Atlanta Braves defeat the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 6 of the NLCS. Great matchup. Great matchup. Dodgers, they had a great season, no doubt about it. They really put up a great fight in the postseason. Yeah. Otherwise, they really did have a great postseason. Cody Bellinger came into clutch for them. I know Cody Bellinger is a guy who a lot of Dodgers fans are upset about. I understand that. He's an MVP caliber player, and he's not playing like it. So that makes sense. I feel your frustration there. It sucks with Cody Bellinger. Obviously, during last offseason, he had the elbow surgery and transpired into a million other things. And then, the combination with the long swing, that also doesn't help. So hopefully he could rest more this offseason, relax. He'll be fine again. And then obviously the Dodgers, they're going to need some other stuff this offseason. They're pretty stacked. This could have been Corey Seager's last game with the Dodgers, most likely. Dodgers are probably going to want to throw Trey Turner at shortstop. Yeah. So we're going to have to see what the Dodgers do, if they have any other moves they're going to make with their pitching staff. And yeah, and then the Atlanta Braves will be in the World Series. And obviously Game 1 of the World Series with the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Houston Astros will be on Tuesday. So we will see how that goes. That'll be a great matchup there. Otherwise, I appreciate everyone for tuning into tonight's stream. Gio, what's going on? Jay, appreciate everyone for tuning into the stream as always. Yeah. Otherwise, like I said, we're going to call it a stream here. If you are new to the channel, as always, turn on those post notifications, smash that like button, all of that great stuff. We got a lot of good stuff coming ahead for the off season. We only have, a possible of 7 tops games left for baseball. We have anywhere between 4 to 7 games left to baseball, and then we have no baseball until spring training, so it's going to really suck to see. So, I'm hopefully going to probably stream a couple of these World Series games. Definitely the final out. That is my big thing I do want to do. Yeah, otherwise, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Till next time, baseball fans, see ya.